What's up? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video games for the first time. As a musician myself, today is the return of Void Stranger. I just checked this out like a month ago or so. And I just remember it didn't sound like anything I expected. The only thing I can recall at this moment was it was kind of electronic and a little chiptune-ish. It's hard to explain, but I do remember the community came out of the woodwork and like, oh my god, I can't believe this game is on here. And that's always a fun thing to see. I love seeing that. I still can't believe I'm discovering new games all the time. Just makes you realize how many games there are. This is Affection Air followed by Rave, requested by Cave Bedlam. Thank you so much. Composed by Ebroski. This is Affection Air. For some reason, like the way this font looks, just reminds me of like Undertale for some, I don't know why. I just love how musical it is. Oh, that chord sounded very Chrono Trigger to me. Let's see if it's coming up again. What a fresh sounding soundtrack. And like intriguing bassline. That bassline is so chaotic, and yet the song is chill. That is something. The bass went down an octave. How do you classify this? Genre is just question mark. Oh, that sounded very... What is it? Is it Streets of Rage? There's so much fuzz. This is a very talented individual. Playing to the beat of his own drum. This is one of those soundtracks that's like word of mouth. Someone plays this game, they found, and they're like, dude, have you heard Voice Ranger? That kind of thing. Or I could imagine the face of someone, they just took a chance on like Steam or something, found this, whatever. And then the music starts and you're just... It's one of those experiences I can tell. It's just kind of stops you and you have to talk about it. You must share it to other strangers on the internet. And then I get to display it very well. It is criminal how many subscribers this channel has. The composer has 1,800 subscribers. It's EEBROZGI. Dude, it's like refusing to stay still. It's just... It sounds kind of like a Starry Night right now. I'm sorry ahead of time. I don't have much to say. I kind of just want to hear the next song right away, and then kind of talk about them both. I'm just vibing super hard right now. And the bells too. What the heck is this soundtrack? From Monokemia to this. It's a 180. Did I look up what this game was last time? Maybe I did. Because I'm getting that feeling again of like, what the hell is this? I'm gonna look it up again. I don't care. Some of this sounds familiar. System Erasure, yeah. Dude, that was nuts. There's been a kind of essence in the air of the songs I've heard lately. Somewhere between like spacey, ambient, and just kind of bizarre. I remember not too long ago I heard Machinarium. And that was like a point and click PC game? Yeah, well, point and click. But it kind of gave me that feel of also just being like, whoa, you know, where am I going? Where is this? I do recall feeling the same way last time I heard Voice Ranger. I just don't remember what I said. But I don't remember feeling this strongly about it last time. Maybe I did, I don't know. That's the one beauty of doing so many things is I have essentially become forgetful, which is pretty bizarre because I have pretty sharp memory. And this channel has pretty much hindered that completely. Going from, well, think about it. I mean, going from just doing your own thing and being, you know, introverted and all that, and all of a sudden, you know, hundreds to sometimes thousands of people messaging you and comments here and requests here, and all of a sudden you're, for lack of a better term, popular. Things just kind of, you know, and it's a struggle. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not complaining about it at all. It's almost, in some weird way, worked in my favor. This is, at the end of the day, me reacting to games, right? So, in a sense, it makes things feel brand new again. It's the silliest thing, but it's something I noticed a long time ago, actually, where I removed the thought process, because at first I was nervous about it. When it first happened, I don't remember when it happened, but I remember early on I was like, oh no, should I have remembered this fact or this thing about this game? You know, what if the audience is like, this is when I still had like no subscribers, you know, like, oh, what if I forgot that it wasn't this composer or something? Everything you've seen has just been my natural like progression doing this, and I'm like thankful that I'm not that I'm overstimulated, but that I can forget something that I heard not too long ago and feel that like new rush again. You know what I mean? That's really cool. That's really, really cool. And a phenomenon as far as I'm concerned. That felt like the first time I heard Voice Ranger. That was cool. And we still have another one. Affection Air. I do recall, like, some things are coming back to me, sort of deja vu status. I do recall seeing the name System Erasure, Finnish developer, yeah. Puzzle game, essentially. Okay. Still haven't seen it in action, I think. That was great. Like I said, I don't really have much. I was just kind of getting lost in the sauce. This is Rave. The use of manipulating audio is commendable. Like this, taking a frequency and turning it into a melody. This composer gets inspiration from anything. Like, even the songs between themselves don't sound like the same game. The drums have a totally different sound now. And we've changed into something else already. I feel like it was... Oh. Yeah. I was expecting a faster groove, but... I still felt the groove coming. You know who would love it? Well, I don't want to assume, but you know who I think would love this? Doing this, I've discovered many communities and different types of people, age ranges and everything. But whenever I upload like Commodore 64 stuff, those people are passionate. They know everything about the composers, the hardware, how it was made. I feel like they would love stuff like this. Try to dissect it. Look at any of my Commodore 64 videos and just read the comment section. Damn, dude. The question is how much of this is performed and how much of this is programmed. Doesn't matter to me whatsoever, but it's just... Because that just takes its own amount of skill to put the song together rather than, you know, playing it. I think this is programmed. Which is like a whole other level of brain power I don't possess. I feel like each song has like 2 or 3 songs contained in it. This composer has so much material. They don't even know what to do with all of it. You know what this kind of sounds like? Again, sorry if I said this before. It's my own brain, but it kind of sounds like Risk of Rain soundtrack, but like, you know, stripped away of its instrumentation. In other words, if you made Risk of Rain sort of into chiptune style. As far as like musical ambition and progression, the progginess of it all. Like right here, I can imagine like side-scrolling old NES level or something. Just by the sound of it, it's almost over. This is a weird soundtrack, man. But it's unique. It's unique. And it's a puzzle game. When I Googled it a second ago, I think I also saw a lot of black and white. So is this game completely monochrome? I don't want to look up too much stuff. Also, something I just noticed right now. Ooh, wait. No, this might just be a coincidence. I just noticed, because I'm like trying to stare at the image and see, like, I'm trying to look past it, see if there's anything there. Besides these squares and diamonds everywhere. But I noticed the actual title has like these lines going through it, kind of like an 80s, you know, stinger or something. And when I said that, or when I thought that, I thought to myself, it kind of sounds like it has some 80s stuff in there. I don't know. I think it's just one of those games that, to me, feels like you accidentally stumble upon, or word of mouth from friends. I like, where would this be advertised or something? And I'm not trying to talk anything bad on it. It just seems like one of these kind of deep cut games. But that was sick. Those are both very, very good. What's funny though, just another little side thing, something I don't often bring up is the requesters themselves. But this requester has pretty much been consistent with a certain game request of Monokemia, which is nothing like this whatsoever. JRPG, a lot of, just JRPG. So it just kind of goes to show you, like, no, how doesn't matter how long you may know someone or think you may know someone, they throw this curveball at you. This is totally different from what I'm used to of this requester, which is fine. And that's awesome. If you haven't noticed, I like to be surprised. I like to not be able to predict stuff. In fact, I like to be proven wrong. I like to, like, if you ever see one of my playthroughs or something, and I'm not promoting myself, I always like make predictions because I think it's going somewhere. I don't want to be like, I don't want that result to happen later on. I want to be like, oh, I was completely swindled. Sick, That's, to me, good writing and good composition as well. But everything has its place. There's nothing wrong with being able to predict or seeing how a groove can come back. Or I'm just saying, Voice Stranger seems like it's always going to keep me kind of like, huh? Every song sounds like 3 or 4 songs packed into it. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense. It's just in the same key. But the timing drops and everything. Maybe it's synced up to the game. There's so many ways it can go. But anyways, I can't wait to hear more of this puzzle game. I'm puzzled. Thank you to the requester, and thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Check out this channel, eBrosky, on YouTube. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Have a good one.